Have you ever heard this? Never use supplemental oxygen when you travel to high altitudes, or you'll get addicted for life. On social media, many people advise you to tough it out, calling oxygen a crutch or a sign of weakness. So, does using oxygen at high altitudes really create dependence? Today, Mind Unlocked debunks this dangerous myth. The short answer: this is a myth. 100% false. Oxygen is not a drug. It's just a gas. But why can this rumor deceive so many people? Because it is disguised as doing good for you. But in reality, it is harming people. First, what is altitude sickness? The higher you go, the lower the oxygen in the air. At high altitudes, your blood oxygen level drops.
Your brain and body respond with warning signs: headache, dizziness, nausea, insomnia, shortness of breath. That's altitude sickness.
In severe cases, it can lead to high-altitude pulmonary edema, HAPE, or cerebral edema, HACE, which can be fatal. This is not a joke. Tragedies happen every year, and supplemental oxygen is the most direct and effective solution. It can be seen that the blood oxygen saturation value on the screen quickly returns to the normal range. So, can oxygen cause dependence? Let's break down the logic behind this myth. Dependence is a characteristic of addictive drugs. For instance, certain drugs can cause physiological cravings, and discontinuing their use may lead to intense withdrawal reactions. But oxygen is not a drug. It's a basic necessity, just like water. Think about it. Do you get addicted to drinking water? Do you get addicted to breathing air? Of course not. Oxygen simply helps your body cope during the hypoxic phase. Once your body adjusts to the altitude, you can stop using it. No withdrawal, no dependence. It's a temporary tool to get you through a tough environment, not a lifelong sentence. Let's look at the numbers. At sea level, a healthy person's blood oxygen saturation normally ranges from 95% to 100%. That's the baseline your body expects. Now take that same person to around 13,000 feet. Without supplemental oxygen, their blood oxygen level can drop to below 80%. But as long as oxygen is replenished, whether through a mask or nasal tube, your blood oxygen saturation level will immediately rise to over 90%. That's a rapid, direct response. Refusing oxygen because you're afraid of becoming dependent is like refusing a lifebuoy because you might get addicted to floating. That analogy sounds absurd, and so is the fear of oxygen dependence. The simple medical reality is, oxygen saves lives. So, how should you actually deal with altitude sickness? Here's a simple guide. It's based on how severe your symptoms are: mild, moderate, or severe. Each level requires a different response. First, mild symptoms. The best response is simply to rest, drink plenty of water, and take it slow. Avoid any strenuous activity. Let your body adjust naturally. Secondly, moderate symptoms. If your condition worsens, such as worsening headaches or feeling extremely dizzy, please immediately replenish oxygen. Don't try to persist. That will only make the situation worse. Third, severe symptoms: confusion, difficulty breathing, pink frothy sputum. Descend and seek help immediately. Know the signs, be prepared, and never be afraid to use oxygen when you need it. Have you traveled to high altitudes? Have you heard the oxygen addiction myth? Share your story in the comments. Next episode: brain-computer interfaces plus AI. Ultimate evolution or the end of privacy. If you've ever been told don't use oxygen at high altitudes, you'll get addicted, drop a question mark in the comments. And if you learned something new today, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Click to subscribe and see you in the next episode.